Hello ladies and gentlemen, fellow traders. Today is Saturday, 10th of October 2020. The time is 8:55 am. Welcome to our BBMA weekly analysis for the trading week of 12 to 16 October 2020. Let's get started. We will first review our BBMA setup SOP. We trade with 4 time frame, weekly, daily, H4 and H1. Our entry and exit will be in H4. Our trade risk is 2% per trade. We trade only major pairs. And we use TradingView for our automation. We can detect BBMA setup using our custom indicator. Let's review last week's trade performance. For last week, it has been a winning week for us. We start to risk 2% per trade and our account growth was 3.08%. We have one stop out in USDJPY and the rest of our trade was take profit. So it was a very good week indeed for us. However, as we can see, price has been trending pretty well last week and we hope the trend will continue for this week. Okay, let's look at this week's setup. For that, we go to TradingView. As usual, we will start with DXY for USD currency index. As you can see here, okay, let me make it bigger. DXY currently in weekly time frame is re-entry buy. Price have reject this support and create a support level over here. Last week it was making a bearish candle, but it stopped at this support level. So this is a re-entry buy setup. In daily time frame, we can see price has broke the mid of Bollinger Band and currently is between the mid and the low BB. So if you want to look for buy setup, it's still not ready. However, we can take this as a MHV buy. On H4, we can see price has closed outside the lower Bollinger Band, which means has been a strong sell-off on DXY last week. So our buy idea is not valid yet. However, in the lower time frame H1, we can see price is start to close inside the Bollinger Band, and this is a MHV buy. So what we're gonna want to look for on DXY is you want to see on H4 price is making a CSM buy. So we use our custom indicator to create alert CSM buy at H4, and we also want to see it close above the EMA 50 to make it more strong. So basically, if I draw it on the chart, want to see something like this, okay, and then we will take the retracement to go further up. Okay, that will be our first alert for this week. Okay, let's look at the first pair we're gonna trade, Euro USD. Okay, for Euro USD in weekly time frame, price have reached the MA 510 high over here. As you can see, this will be our sell setup, re-entry sell for Euro USD. On daily time frame, however, price have broke above the mid BB and currently it make a MHV because it did not close above the top BB. So this is a MHV sell for us. Although our idea is sell, but our sell is not yet ready. On H4, we can see the upward movement is still very strong. This is a CSM buy. And on H1, it start to go inside the Bollinger Band. This is a MHV sell. So we want to continue to see the downtrend movement. And what we're going to do is we're going to wait in H4 for CSM sell to form, maybe something like this. And what we're going to do if that happen is we're going to wait for it to retrace and continue to go down like this. So our entry will be somewhere around here between the mid BB to the top BB when CSM sell happen. However, bear in mind, if CSM sell never happen, we will not be in the trade. So we're gonna look for CSM sell H4, CSM H4, and also we want to see it close below the EMA 50. So that will be our trade idea for next week. Okay, next pair is AUD USD. For AUD USD, let's look at the weekly time frame. As you can see here, in weekly, price also have reached the MA 510 high. This will be our re-entry sell setup here. And on the daily time frame, we can see that price just broke on Friday. Price just broke above the mid BB and stop here. So this will be our MHV sell. On H4, however, price is still closing outside the Bollinger Band. This indicates there's still a very strong upward movement. So what we're going to do is we want to see this drop below the low BB, and we're going to take the retracement as well. So we're going to set alert for this one as well. CSM sell at H4 and check it goes below EMA 50. Okay, that's AUD USD. Next pair is GBPUSD. Okay, we start with the get rid of this. Start with weekly time frame again. As you can see here, in weekly time frame, GBPUSD come back and retest the MA 510 high. So previously there was an extreme sell, and we can see price making extreme setup here, bearish engulfing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, so overall trend is still sorry, this is weekly. Overall trend is still down, but now currently it retests the MA 510 high. So this will be our re-entry setup. And on daily time frame, we can see that GBP was very strong last Friday, and it closed above the top BB. This is CSM buy. So our sell idea is still invalid for now. And H4, you can see CSM buy as well. So we don't have to go lower. We're just gonna wait for this to close below the low BB, and we're gonna take the retracement. So again, we put alert for this one, CSM sell, and at H4 also make sure it's below EMA 50. Alright, next pair will be USDJPY. Start from weekly time frame. USDJPY currently is at the MA5, which is rejecting MA 510 high. Okay, so this will be our sell setup. Weekly is a re-entry sell. On daily, we can see that on last Friday, it making a bearish engulfing here, making an MHV sell. On H4, however, price have broke below the EMA 50 and almost reached the low BB. So this for us indicate that the downward movement is still strong, and we want to see the lower time frame. In lower time frame, we can see CSM here. So we consider this more than the last candle because it's only 1 hour candle. We not change the movement of overall trend. So based on this setup, we can see that our CSM sell in H1 is valid, and we have a CSAK here. I would take a little bit risk here, and since this also closed below the EMA 50 and CSM sell is valid on H1, I will consider entering the USDJPY around this region, this re-entry zone. So I will expect it to come back and retest to continue to move down. However, if we see CSM buy on H1, we need to cut our position, and our TP target will be the our stop will be here. Okay, We don't want it to go all the way up. If it retrace up to this level, mean because this is a resistance level, if it retrace above this one, mean it's a invalid setup. And our TP target will be on the daily, on the weekly MA510 low, which is here. So if I go back to H4, this will be our TP target, which is pretty good because it's actually at the week of this bearish candle. So that will be our safe TP target. Okay, stop this here, TP target is here. That is our plan for USDJPY. Okay, next pair is USDCAD. Oops, sorry, typo. USDCAD. For USDCAD, we start with weekly time frame again. We can see price is currently at MA510 low. So this is our re-entry buy setup. On daily time frame, we see that price is still at the price did not close below the low BB. So this is a MHV buy. On H4, price start to making an MHV buy. The last candle, second last candle closed outside the Bollinger Band, but the last candle did not close outside the Bollinger Band. So this is a MHV buy. And on H1, we also can see a MHV buy. So what we want to see is, we want to see this H4 candle go up and close above the top BB, and we will take the retracement to continue to go up. So probably around here. Okay, if it does not happen this week, that's fine. I mean, we are not in the trade and we are not losing anything. We can keep our profit from the previous week. Okay, set alert. What we want to look for is CSM buy at H4 and also above EMA 50. Okay, next pair will be USDCHF. USDCHF moved very nicely last week according to our trading plan. As you can see here, this was our plan last week. I put an arrow there, small one. So last week we're selling, it go down here, and this week we're gonna look for buy. So this will be our re-entry buy. On daily time frame, price broke below the low BB, below the mid BB, however did not close below the low BB. So this will be our MHV buy. On H4, we can see that price is still closing outside the Bollinger Band. This indicate downward trend is still strong. However, we want to buy, so we want to wait to see the price close above the top BB at that point of time to take the retracement. So again, we have to set alert for this pair. CSM buy at H4 EMA 50. Okay, and the last pair that we want to look at for this week is NZDUSD. Okay, NZDUSD on a weekly time frame is quite undeterministic. As you can see here, it's actually between the MA510 high and MA510 low. So based on DXY, we want to look for sell. Yes, but it's not ready. On daily time frame, we can see price just broke the mid BB to make a CSAK. However, if we want to look for sell, this will be our MHV sell. MHV sell on D1. H4, price still close outside the Bollinger Band. This is CSM buy, no doubt about that. And on H1 is MHV buy. So again, we come back to H4 and we want to set alert to wait for NZDUSD to make a CSM sell. Okay, CSM sell at H4, and also it closed below the EMA 50. So that's our trading plan for this week. Pretty simple, and we have all our alerts set over here. You can see CSM, yep, CSM sell 1 2 3 4. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 alerts set for this week, And let's review the trade plan again for this week. DXY, we looking for it to go strong. That's why we have a re-entry buy setup, and because if DXY is strong, we're gonna sell EU, we're gonna sell AU, we're gonna sell GU. UJ is the one that is a little bit different, because I think it look like the movement is very slow or something, so we still can sell UJ at this point of time. And then UCAD we're gonna buy, UCHF we're gonna buy, and NU we're gonna sell. Okay, so all the rest of the trade we setting alert, and the only one that we instant sell is UJ. So okay, this will be our trade plan for next week, 12 to 16 October 2020. So I wish you all the best and stay safe for the trading week till we meet again next week. Bye bye.